Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. It's a wonderful Monday afternoon, June 24, 2024. So 6/24/24. I hope you're having a spectacular day, and I hope you were able to enjoy your weekend. Might I say, I had a spectacular weekend and I had a spectacular week. Not to show off, but just to let you know that every little minute, every little time that I spend with friends and family, and even to connect with new friends, it's a wonderful time for me. So whatever spectrum of life you're in, I hope you enjoy, whether it's minute or whether it's huge. I hope you had some form of enjoyment. Today is another episode of Where Are You in this month of June Mindset Series. We are happy that you're able to join us. And we have two wonderful ladies who share their time and their expertise with us last 2 weeks. And they will be back with us to share again where are you in another aspect of life. Last week, the first week of June, we spoke about where are you in terms of love, specifically dealing with self love. The second week, we spoke about where are you in terms of finance. And last week, we spoke about where are you in terms of, can anyone remind me? And this week, we are here to talk about where are you in terms of philanthropy. Because the first week was love, the second week was finance, the third week was family. And this week, we're going to talk about philanthropy. Because talking about love, loving self first, love thy neighbor as in the same degree you love yourself, the good book will say. And when you love yourself, you'll take care of self. And that's how you have the same degree of love to take care of others. Then we talk about finances, loving yourself, you take care of yourself. So you make sure that having the finances to take care of yourself. Then we think about if you are the person who just started family, how would I be able to take care of my family? And that's what we spoke about last week. And this week we're gonna talk about philanthropy. Now, after you have family taken care of, you have your finances taken care of, your family taken care of, and in your pursuit to be a holistic human being, one aspect of life that I know all of us who love ourselves and love others will and always take part in is philanthropy. Now, many people, when they hear about the big word philanthropy, they're looking at people who have millions to donate or people who have houses to donate. But may I tell you that philanthropy is giving back what you have acquired, giving back. So philanthropy in its entire sense is giving back to humanity, giving back your time, your talent, your resources. So the things we acquire as good stewards, we are able to assist others. We are able to help others. We are able to, just as how we love ourselves, we're able to share with others how what we have, our time, our talent. This evening, I am actually in the park in Atlanta, Georgia. And parks are recreational. Parks are recreational. And in the park, people are here to do exercises or to walk around just to relieve stress, just to enjoy the outdoor. And summer is one of the major times where people enjoy the summer, enjoy the outdoor, enjoy the hear the birds, you hear you see the different activities. Many times during the summer, most parks have different activities. So as philanthropists, we are here to give back some time, either to watch children playing while their parents go to work, or to give back our talent, whether you are an avid tennis player, a football player. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. I hope you had a spectacular week, and I hope you were able to enjoy your weekend. Might I say, I had a spectacular, uh, my word is catawampus. That's my word. I make that, it's my dictionary word. I had a catawampus week and I had a spectacular weekend. Whether your weekend was itsy bitsy enjoyment or huge like myself, I hope you enjoyed some bits of it. Today, we are here in the park in Atlanta, Georgia, sharing with you Mindset Monday. We have two spectacular ladies who joined and shared their expertise in the last couple of episodes. And today, we'll have them back to share with us in another aspect. The first week, we spoke about self love, where Serena and Joseph expound on loving self because the good book, the Bible, which as a Christian, that's my roadmap. It shares with me that love your neighbor in the same degree you love yourself. So when you love yourself, you'll be able to be there for others. But self love comes first. Then the following week, we spoke about where are you in terms of finance? When you love yourself, you want to take care of yourself. You want to make sure that you have what it takes to live as a worthwhile citizen. And then the last week we spoke about where are you in terms of family? Because as you know, just rehearsing, June is the halfway mark of 2024. So where are you? So we can either go back and look at our dream board and see if we're falling short, or to see where we can regroup and go back on track. So last week was where are you in terms of family? Family is very important. And as we were told last week, family, biological, yes, but families can be formed based on the experiences people go through together. And this week, we will be sharing where are you in terms of philanthropy. And a philanthropist, many times we hear these big words and we rock our brain thinking about philanthropy is those people who give huge sum of money. Yes, that's philanthropy. But philanthropy also is people who give their little, what they can give. So the holistic sense of philanthropist is people who give their time, their talent, their resources for the betterment of others. So we take care of self, we take care of family, and we have a little finance so we can actually give back. You know, most of these established people, most of these corporations, they give back huge sums of money. And many of them do not receive anything monetary in return, but they see where giving back to humanity, giving back to their community is a philanthropic idea. And that is what we're talking about today. So Don't think that what you can give back is insignificant. It's not what you don't have, it's what you have that you can share with the world. So, being a philanthropist, you can give back your time. Community service, you can give back your talent. Now it's the summer, and in the summer, there are so many activities everywhere. There are parks that have different things going on. And as a philanthropist, if you are a tennis player, there are many times, I remember when I was learning tennis, these people in the Bronx, they share their talent with us. They taught us how to play tennis. No, we didn't have to pay for it, but they give back their time. They give back their talent. So they share with us they share with us their know-how. That's one way to be done. Many of us as Christians, we give back money in terms of tithing or offering. So as philanthropists, we are able to give the resources we have so others can be benefited. Actually looking for, okay, is this helping? Others specific give to specific foundations so they know what it is doing. But as a philanthropist, being humanitarian, it's very, very important. Think about those items. And we are going to bring on our two guests in a moment to share their expertise as we talk about where are you in terms of. Now, our team and Jennifer and while they're getting ready to come, in your own words, yes, viewers, who is a philanthropist in your own? Because we see these things as daunting when we see others giving huge sum. Being a philanthropist, we share what we have. We share from the abundance of what we have. Many of you might ask, but I don't have anything. Yes, you do. You have your smile. That's being a philanthropist. Just give a little smile. If that's all you have, give it. Being a philanthropist, you see someone a more mature person, they're trying to get to the line. You give them, you say, okay, you can go before me. That's in its sense a philanthropist. So we may be looking far out and not realizing we are acting or doing philanthropic deeds every day by just giving of ourselves to someone or something. Where I'm at, there's two spectrum that I would like to share with you. We have the park, beautiful. There are people playing games. There's some sitting relaxing. And on the other spectrum, we have the burial ground. Now, something just came to mind. If we are giving back, if we want to live our fullest life, let's look at the playground first. We are enjoying the view. We're enjoying these people playing games. And just the idea that came to mind. Um, yes, I'm vibrant. Yes, I'm energetic. Yes, I can do these things. I can run on the swing. I can climb the trees. I can do different activities. Let me do what I can do now that I have the energy, that I have the strength, or let me assist others in giving back my time, share with them how they can play the different games. Now, on the other side, if we do not give our time, our talent, our expertise, we are not sure how long we will be here. And you will know that Miles Monroe is one of my favorite speakers, one of my favorite writers. He reminds us that the cemetery is the richest place because we did not give of our time or talent. And so we are buried with all of the gifts and talents that we were born with. So as we look at we look at the spectrum of the the ball game or the park, and then we look at the burial ground. Let's give of ourselves so when we're sitting in our rocking chair, we will reminisce and say, I was able to assist these little kids, teaching them my tennis skills, teaching them my boxing skills, teaching them my swimming skills, or I was able to teach them how to draw. I was able to teach them how to knit. Whatever you were able to give back, when you sit in your rocking chair, you can say, yes, I'm happy I did that because I can go back and say I was truly at the life. So do not be daunted by the big word or the big idea. I don't have millions to give. I don't have thousands to give, but I give from what I was able to give. I give from the resources that I have. I give from the talent that I have. I give from the expertise that I possess. And then we can say, God can say to us, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Because being a good steward of what we have, of what we acquired, God will be pleased with us in saying, well done. Now we have Serenia joining us at this time. Hi, Serenia. How are you?
Good evening, everyone. I'm fine.
It is great that you're here with us today. And yes, you can see Serena's beautiful picture, but her camera is not showing. And the same thing with Jen this week. They may not be on camera, but you see their beautiful pictures just showing on the flyer. They're beautiful people. So sorry you're not able to see them while they talk. Serena, I'm happy that you're here to share this beautiful topic with us today. Philanthropy. Where are you in terms of philanthropy? And just freestyle, do you want to share with them what idea do you have as a philanthropist?
Well, first of all, thanks so much for that question. First of all, philanthropy in itself is really, I look at it as being a person that gives back. And the idea that I have, how we could, I presume this is the question, how we could um, show forth our philanthropy spirit.
Right.
And I have it that one way that it's actually easy is through, you know, taking part in community service, the soup kitchen, for one, giving back in that sense. Recently, I did it through my job, and it was very rewarding because you get to see people who are in need of your service, your time, and you realize that it is not just words or just to do or just to be seen doing it, but it's really something that when you do it you touch the lives of these people, and also so I think that's the question. I could keep going, but I think I answered the question.
You can keep going if you have more to add.
No, that and
Okay.
okay, go ahead.
Because it is so interesting that we can actually expand on the different parts of the question. And I started with explaining to our audience that a philanthropist, although the word is big, the essence of it is not really big. Philanthropy starts from where you are, where you can give, not what you don't have, but what you do have and what you can share and what you can expand with others. Now, what are some of the significant what are, I know you talk about the soup kitchen, but what are some of the other significant outcomes you have seen from being a philanthropist or giving or donating your time, talent, and resources?
Well, I remember in there's an echo. I remember when in I think it was in 2020 or 2021. Um, I used to do mentoring primarily of persons who, being a divorcee, persons who were their relationship was rocky. So it was heading down that path. And there was this one young lady for whom I spoke to, and I watched her. It was a service that I offered, and I was that outlet for which she spoke, and I watched her move from being scared to make a move to stand up for herself, to making up her mind to be more independent, going for what she wants, and also loving herself to push back on certain things that was happening to her by her husband at the time. And so that's one of the outcomes that I saw, being a philanthropist in terms of giving back my time. I hope that answer the question. Sadly, she died at a very young age, 32, before she could make that move. But I watched, even though it wasn't fully executed, her actions in total, because she wanted to get a driver's license and some other things. But it's just that internally she had moved up, she had leveled up. So I hope that answered the question.
And they did. What I gather from that is you were able to be there for her, and she may have said to him, I want to see if you were able to give of your time and your expertise, and you saw her moving from throwing in the towel or saw her moving from victimhood to getting up and standing up and trying to do something for herself. So you
Right.
are living correct, right?
Correct.
So you're living the ideal of saying, I'm happy I was able to help her the time I was. I know you would have had regrets if you held back and you were not, you would have said, oh my goodness, what if, suppose I didn't, my goodness, at the time when I did or out to her. Now you can say on the flip side, I am happy I reached out to her because she shared with you that she benefited from your resources. And let me welcome Jennifer Cantando. Thank you, Jen, for joining us. We were here talking about the exciting topic, philanthropy, and what is philanthropy? What does it mean to us? And we were just discussing the question that I asked Serenia earlier. What's the rewarding thing for her as a philanthropy? Now, Jen, you can share with us uh, what is rewarding in your philanthropic journey in
Well,
whatever way.
Thank you, Miriam. I appreciate you asking me to join you today, and it's a beautiful day over here in California, and just want to take the time to acknowledge you and thank you for inviting me. Um, so for me, what that means is that, it's giving wholeheartedly and not expecting anything in return. And that can be monetary, that could be your time, that could be speaking and mentoring. I think it works in so many ways. It could be, feeding the hungry. It could be handing out food. It could be, am I on the right track here? I mean, that's what it means
Yes,
to me.
yes, you are.
Okay, okay. And I always enjoy seeing a smile on somebody's face. I believe that my Lord and Savior put it in my heart that giving to people and seeing a smile on their face and going the extra mile for people when I can is something that's just embedded in me. It's something that I didn't develop, I didn't grow. I It was just always in my heart since a little girl. That's how God made me. And so when I give wholeheartedly. And like I said, that could be my time, that could be my money, that could be in different areas. It could be with my family, it could be with my friends, it could be with complete strangers. It could be with sisters at when I spoke and gave my testimony at my mom's group at church, just not expecting anything, but having people come up to me and tell me how my story touched them. And yeah, that's what that means to me.
So you see, viewers, philanthropy doesn't necessarily mean that you have to wait until you have millions to give. Because if you don't get to your millions, you will not give. But philanthropy is just giving from what you have. Serena shared her expertise with that young lady, and it touched her heart for her to move from victimhood to being a victor over her circumstance. Jen shared how she shared her testimony of giving, letting others know how good God is in her life. That is philanthropic deeds because someone may be sitting and say, "Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that." And Jen shared the little she have. I was able to do this and this with this, and someone who has much more than what Jen have now saying, because she shared that, that means I am a millionaire. Where Jen in comparison to Jen. So do not wait until the millions come, monetary. Give what you have because you already have abundance. We already have abundance of resources, be it our time or talent. We have what to share. If you hear the noise in the background, I'm actually very close to the Atlanta, Georgia airport, and I am enjoying the outdoor. And as I alluded to, I'm right at the park, and I am also the left of me is also the cemetery. So I am in the middle of two monumental ideals. Today, a beautiful summer day. Now, my the next question we will roll to is, what are some advice that you would give? Or what are some common challenges faced in the field of philanthropy?
Well, I like what you said,
I
Miriam,
don't know.
that people think that they have to
Go
have
ahead.
millions. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I think that you said it perfectly when you said, people believe they have to have millions and stuff. And I think that making sure that, people's heart are in it too. I mean, it's nice to give money, but, it's not just a tax write off or just convenient because you have money and you need to place it in areas, but really being connected and really having charities and things put in place that really move you and move your heart. I love to see that in people. But like you also said it perfectly, you said it, you don't have to have millions to start. And I think you're right. If you start when you don't have money, when you have money, you'll have that muscle, you'll have that wanting to help people and go out there and help the world and do great things. It starts at a smaller level because I know with a lot of money there would be a lot more charity events. And I have a grandson that has spinal bifida, and I would love to see more organizations and more things go towards children that have spinal bifida, and that there's just that it's just not handy out there. For I see my daughter struggle, I see people in that situation struggle, and I really would love to see more things happen for people with disabilities. And so that's my heart, and that's where I would definitely put more of my money because that touches me. What I see is that you have to start at a small level, and it has, you want it to move you. You want it to move you. It can be priceless when you're giving with a wholehearted and instead of out of convenience or you have to.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And that is rightly so. Don't wait until you have millions. Remember, you already have abundance. Philanthropic deeds don't necessarily mean you have to give money. Give what you have until you get what you want to give. If you wait until you have what you want, it may never happen. But when you give freely from the abundance, your time, your talent, just give. I know there are people who there are these well established singers. They go and they give free concerts. They share their expertise. You have people who are great uh, um, organists or poets. They just go and share. They go in the different homes and they share their heart. They just express themselves. They just give themselves. And that is how we are philanthropists. I I don't see myself as someone who possesses a whole lot of talents, but when I do my thing, I skip and I dance and I sing. I may not be able to go on the scale like Whitney Houston or Alicia Keys or those people, but I have a little, and when I do the little that I can do, people say they appreciate it and it brings joy. So whatever you do that brings joy to someone's heart, just do it with all your mind. Do it. Just give. Be a philanthropist in whatever aspect, whether a smile or sharing your meal. That's philanthropy too. Because guess what? Just looking at the park where I see the young children playing, you have people, they're actually directing them what to do, sharing them. Some of them are not their parents, their guardian or their friends, just sharing their expertise with them. So if we don't do what we can do when we can do it, when we are resting in our grave, someone should be able to say, I remember Miriam did this. I remember Miriam was so on and so on and so on. It's so important that when we give of ourselves, we are actually giving what God has entrusted to us. We're not our own, our talents are not our own. It was entrusted to us to give to others. So share what you have and be good steward of what you were given to spread to the world. Provide gift to someone who is just starting their philanthropic journey. Who want to take that one? Who want to go first?
I think I would I can take that one, but I could
Okay.
start. Hi Jen, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Siri?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. So
Wonderful.
the advice that I would give to someone who is just starting out on this journey is to just ensure that this is from the heart, and it's being done with the expectation, as Jen mentioned, that the reward is just that feeling in knowing that you contributed to society, you helped a group, you helped someone, you're helping to develop a community as a whole. So I would give that advice to them, as well as, there's different ways in which are different type of ways to give back. So just do your research to make sure that, the channel or the avenue that you want to go down, that's what you're doing to ensure that it will be done in love fully.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. You touch on a very, this word love. You know, people throw it around, but love in itself is just pure love. As Serena rightly says, whatever you do it on the basis of love. Because love in its holistic sense, when you give, you're not expecting anything in return. That's just love. So being a philanthropy, you are not expecting, okay, I'm gonna, if I give them this, and if they don't, if you say, if they ever don't say thanks, or if they, I am not giving again. That's not giving from a place of love. Mark you, we all want to be, feel appreciated, but when we take that aspect out of it, we will or give in abundance, or give from our abundance, and we're not expecting anything in return. So being a philanthropy, we are giving, we are sharing. Think about giving anything, think about it as a smile. It is so spontaneous that when I see someone, it's just spontaneous to smile. So seeing philanthropy from that standpoint, smile. That means we're giving. We're not expecting them to smile back, but we're giving what we have. When we give what we have, we're giving from our abundance. Okay, Jen.
Well, you know what I've done, and I it works for me, is that I actually have for years served in different ministries and helped, and I've been the recipient of them. I've gone out and I've helped people. And you know what I love? I love the fact that when I find an organization and I'm helping them with their, like I said, giving food or whatever we're doing at the ground level, it's almost like an interview, because I always think to myself, when I have millions of dollars, and I do believe that, I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family.
Awesome.
Where am I going to put my money that I believe is an honorable, a charity organization that I can trust, that I know that if I put the money there, it's going to go to the place that I want it to. And when I've served the Lord, and when I've done charity work, and when I'm out there doing things for the Lord, or and anything in charity, I'm out there and I'm always thinking to myself, like, is this an honorable charity? Is this something that I could see myself, when I do have millions of dollars, that I can give? And so when I'm out there helping, my mind's actually going to, I love what I'm doing. I'm enjoying this. And I can see the money is well spent and it's put to use. And so this, or, that's what I'm doing. I go out there and I really like interview. Like, I really, at the ground level, they don't know if I'm ever going to, what I'm going to donate or what I'm capable of donating in the future. They're just doing it because they have a giving heart too, and they want to do it. So when I'm out there giving, I'm interviewing. I'm actually finding out. I'm ground level. And I think it's great to look at that, because sometimes there's a stigma in Christianity. Because, sorry, are you there? Did I lose you
Yes,
guys?
yes. No, no, we're hearing you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes, Jen, we're hearing you. It seems as if there's some technicality where
Sorry.
yes, we're hearing you, Jen. Go ahead, continue.
But it's because I think there's a stigma as a Christian that, money is the root of all evil. And it's not that the money is the root of all evil. What happens is that people do wrong things with money, but if you put money in the right people's hands, they can do amazing things. So I love the fact that when I'm out there, I'm interviewing, and I know who I want to give, what organizations I want to give, because when I do have a lot of money to give, I've already set aside the organizations that I see that are in the trenches, really helping families, helping people, and really there for the community. So when I'm out there helping, I'm interviewing, I'm looking, is the money well spent? Is it doing what they're saying that it's going to go to? I don't know how many times that when we send our money somewhere, we don't know where it goes, and then we find out later this organization wasn't what we thought it was. So I go and I really just find out for myself, because I know I'm going to be wealthy one day, and it's going to be absolutely amazing and an honor to give back to these charitable events.
Okay, the well said, Jen. The Bible said that the love of money is the root of all evil. And when the Bible talk about the love of money, what it's talking about is having greed for money. So when
Yes.
you work and when you do what you need to do to acquire that money, and you spend it in a way that will help humanity, that's not what the Bible is talking about. The Bible is talking about greed. You hurt others, you tear down others, and then you hoard it. So that's what the Bible is talking about. You build many barns, and in other words, you acquire, you close your fist. So it's all yours, and nothing is ours in the context where we were entrusted with wealth so we can share, not meaning that we work hard, we use our talent, we use our time, we use our expertise, and we should take our money and squander it. No, it's not saying that either. We are to be good steward of what we were given. So we are when we are called upon to give account, God will say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." Now, we sometimes, I remember growing up, we'll see people who don't go to church, who acquire wealth and everything. And sometimes people who are not knowledgeable will say, you see, they have a connotation that is wicked people have money, but that's not really so. um, the Bible talk about sowing and reaping. So when we acquiring the knowledge, the skills that we need, and then we use those, and we profit from our our talent, we profit from our wisdom, our knowledge, we profit from whatever we put our hand to, then the money spreads, then we can be good, we can give donation, we are good stewards of what God has provided us with. So we're able to spread, we're able to help others. So the wealth is spread, different areas, different aspects of our life, and we are able to help others. So having the right mindset about money, using the money in the right way, not hoarding, not causing harm to others, but using it to build wealth and help others. Helping others is being a philanthropy. And as you talk about, you're not sure as to what the donations are used for when you give it. Maybe you should start your own foundation. My foundation is MCE Legacy, and I'm looking to leave a legacy behind. A matter of fact, I'm building a legacy for young adults, for children who are in need of college education so they can become worthwhile citizens. I'm not going to take that money and give to a child or a parent who they are really not doing anything. They must show some form of intent. I want to do this, or they are doing this, but they're not able to get to the next level of buying the equipment or whatever they need in order to succeed. That's what I am doing to assist young adults in becoming worthwhile citizens so they can also become philanthropists in their pursuit as they go through their journey. Let me jump to YouTube and see what our guests have for us today. This is such a powerful topic, and I'm so happy that you guys are sharing your thoughts. It's taken a little while to pull in, so I'm not sure who wants to chime in as we wait on the chat to come up. Who wants to chime?
I could go ahead and read the comments if you want.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Dorinda Sophia says exactly. Veronica Powell says hello to the viewers and also give without looking for anything in return. She further states when you do something for the elderly and they say, God bless you, that is more than money in your hand. Love is something, if you give it away, it comes right back to you.
Powerful.
Nancy
That's
Judy,
beautiful. That's beautiful.
yes. Nancy Judy said, not only given when you help someone in any ways, it's so comforting to see someone smile off your good deeds. Laverne Granville wants to say, good job. Should I
Powerful.
continue?
Yes, please go ahead.
And Beverly Granville says, it's rewarding to be able even to give of her service when she needs to be served herself.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nancy Judy say you don't look for nothing. It just makes me feel good for achieving a good deed.
Awesome,
That's it.
awesome, awesome. So, philanthropy is just a powerful, rewarding service that you offer to humanity, not because of what you don't have, but because of what you have, whether it's time, talent, whether it's resources. Just give. And as one alluded to, smile. That's a philanthropic ideal. Give, and it shall be given to you. In good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. What you give, not necessarily is what will be returned to you, because God provides for what you need the time when you need it. And He has provided us as conduits to supply the needs to others who are in need. And what better way to look at this whole philanthropic ideal when we look at the young, when we look at people who are able bodied? The young kids are out there playing. The guardians are there showing them how to jump down the hoops. And they are, some of them are sitting talking. They're sharing whatever they're sharing, but they are enjoying life. The kids are enjoying what the guardians are sharing with them in that spectrum. Now, if we just pause a minute and think, hmm, should I wait until I am skilled in this or that to do something? Or should I use the skills I have to assist humanity? Think of that for a moment. Because if I wait, maybe someone would benefit from what I already have that I can share with them. And then when if I am not able to get the skills that I'm running forward to acquire, and time runs out when I sit in my rocking chair and I am losing energy, and I said, you know what? I should have just used what I have, and help others. Or I would say, I am happy I used what I have to help someone now that I don't have the energy to finish up that skill set that I was working towards. Wherever you are in life and you give of yourself, it is more rewarding than waiting to achieve a skill set to give. So wherever you are already abundant. Find your abundance and give from your abundance, and just work through what you're acquiring, the skill sets that you're building. But give of what you have, give of the abundance what you have now, and trust me, you will live a rewarding life. Because as Serena said initially, she served in soup kitchen, and the reward that she received by just seeing how appreciative those people are that she served. Suppose she was waiting on, I want to build my own soup kitchen, and I want to, she may build that in years to come, but just giving her her time and seeing how it was reciprocated, the thankful smile, just that was rewarding to her. Who wants to chime in?
You said something about giving back at the soup kitchen, and the thought came to my mind that, being there and at that particular soup kitchen in Middletown, Connecticut, it's a lot of drug addicts, right? And, giving back is also giving your brain power, and that has to do with the owners who run that soup kitchen every day, because you would have some persons who come and you're giving to them, but they're cursing at you for the food to move faster. And, being high on drugs, as you could see, the behavior is something else. So it's like when you do it, it has to be done in love, or you're going to walk away. And that's why I also stressed the point earlier that find a channel that works best for you. If it's to help children, if it's to help women, if it's to feed the drug addicts, you have to find that channel, because it will not always be pretty, but it's philanthropy. It's done from the heart. So, when you said that point, it came to my mind because I seen the behaviors in person recently. And it's good to say you're a philanthropist, but just bear in mind it's not always pretty. So,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. And as we're wrapping up, what final thoughts can you share with our viewers, uh, that rest so well with you? What's your final thoughts? Just looking at the aspect of healthy, wealthy people, and then looking at the aspect of the the burial ground, that because I'm standing between the healthy, wealthy, excited people, and then I'm standing, and then on the other side is someone.
I guess based upon the comparison that you just said, and I'll be short and spicy, based upon the comparison where you're standing right now, it's the final thought is so clear, is that do it, give back while we have the life to do it, while we have the strength to do it, while we have the youth to do it, while we have hands, feet, eyes to do it. So give back now.
Powerful. Yes, Jen, your final powerful thoughts.
Yeah, well said, Siri. That was absolutely wonderful. And I just want to echo that in so many different ways, too, that, give back and do something that is not in your comfort zone and do something that is, to put a smile on somebody's face. So it could be starting small, and there's such a reward in that. Also, you guys were talking about like speaking, like just speaking or engagements where you can speak. Like, I'm sure when I speak to people, or if I speak at a small conference or a small get together, they probably think, hey, if this lady can do it, then I can do it. And I want them to think that, like, hey, if this person can, do something, then hey, I could do something. And that's what I want to do, because, you really just inspire other people by doing something yourself. It takes that small step that you can move forward for other people to see that and watch you and know that they can do it too. So it's okay to be out of your comfort zone when you're giving, or when you're speaking, or when you're talking to people, or when, in different occasions. There's just so many things to do. I can't just put it in one box, but do it. Like Sari said, put one foot in front of the other. Just go out there and do something. You have hands, you have feet. Go out there and help your own community. It starts with our family, but then it goes out into the world. And there's just so many women. And I'm laughing because Miriam earlier was saying, different things, and Miriam has a wonderful voice. I don't know if your audience has ever heard you sing. I know you do little tidbits here and there, but Miriam can dance and sing, and I hope you're utilizing that too, Miriam, because people need to see what you're capable of doing through song and dance, right? So, we all have our calling, we all have a gift, and if you just utilize it and tap into it, man, this world's gonna be a better place for it.
All right. So maybe I should do a little dance and sing right now, right?
Absolutely.
The little shyness just came over me. It is so rewarding, actually. Whenever we are in different companies, and the little kid came out. I was with some friends over the weekend, and I was just standing on their balconies, and you know what happened? This thing just came over me. I just slide on and started rolling down their lawn, and it felt so good. It felt so good. So it's like just those little things just put a smile on people's face. And I did I didn't even go there to do that, but it just came out, and it just brought laughter to everyone, because we're talking about my husband's passing, because I have not seen Lady Brown since my husband's death. So I was at her house, so we were talking about it, and it brought about a little sadness. But then I just get up and started just moving and making myself happy, and then everybody just enjoyed the moment. It was such a spectacular moment. Miriam just get up and she danced off a little. Sometimes I dance and I step on my
Mar-
own foot. You understand?
Miriam,
Yes.
I just want to stop you there, and I want to say that, Miriam, you are contagious. And that's a good word for philanthropy too, because it's contagious. And Miriam, when you are childlike and you play, and I've been around you and I've experienced in your childlike spirit, it's contagious, and it tells me I can be childlike and have a good time and do the same too. So you are contagious.
Woo, that's my new word. Miriam is contagious. I'm gonna get a song going for that. All right. So the next time I should have few stanzas for songs, and you hear the beautiful kids just enjoying themselves as we play. So if I wasn't doing this, maybe I would be running with them. So I am contagious. Miriam is contagious. That's the first line of the song. Jen, I will do the song, and then you all will hear what is the song about. Miriam is contagious.
You better. That sounds wonderful. I'll stay tuned. I love it.
Viewers, it is a wonderful time with these wonderful ladies that just brought out the best in us, in me, and I'm laughing from ear to ear. I can't even contain myself. How wonderful this Monday. You see, I get so excited that I lose my chain of thought. But thank you so much for just loving on me with your time, your expertise, and ladies, it's by no means an accident why you are the two persons that are doing this series. I thank you so much, and viewers, you'll be seeing them much more because we are enlarging our coast and they are just giving their time, their talent, their expertise that others can understand that you don't necessarily need to have a huge thing, but just start from where you are and just experience life with the people you have in your sphere of influence, and you'll feel fulfilled. And when life ends, as the cemetery to my left, when you enter into the arms of Jesus, he will say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." So enjoy your Monday. Start your philanthropic journey or document what you've done. And when you're feeling sad and feeling unfulfilled, you realize that there is something that I did that I can be joyful about. So start documenting. Remember, I start earlier this year with document your gratitude. What philanthropic deed did I do? Document it. So when the downtime comes in life, because remember, life is a season. So when the downtime comes, you can remind yourself, okay, I did this, I did that. And someone was helped because I am here. When the journey of life takes us, or sometimes the journey of life takes us on some path that we just want to give up, but just remembering that we are a steward of the life we have, we can look and say, you know what, I will not end my life because someone is benefiting from the little things I do. So let me just get up and realize that this season will end. Viewers, enjoy your summer, enjoy every single day, and jot down, document your philanthropic journey, your gratitude. Create create if you haven't started, or if you started and did not continue your gratitude journal. You'll be so surprised at the end of the year how big your gratitude list has become. Until next week, this is Miriam Edwards for another episode of Mindset Monday.